We're going to look in this video at how we can transform trig graphs, so without having to draw them out with the table of values, how we can do these questions. This question says, sketch a graph of y equals cos of 2x on 0 to 360. So to do this, first thing you want to do is just do a sketch of your cos graph from 0 to 360. So your cos starts at 1, goes down like this, so that's your cos graph, so that's 90 degrees. That would be 180 degrees, 270 degrees, and 360 degrees. It goes from 1 down to -1. So that's your original cos x graph on 0 to 360. Now, consider that to be y is equal to f of x. Then what would this graph be? This would be y is equal to f of 2x. Now, the 2 is inside the bracket. This is a transformation question, and the 2 is inside the brackets, which means it's in the horizontal. Your transformation is going to be in the horizontal plane, and the inside the bracket also means it's a p in the back side, so it's awkward. So it means your scale factor is equal to, instead of being stretch scale factor 2 as you would expect, it's awkward. The stretch is scale factor 1/2. So this graph over here gets squashed in basically scale factor 1/2. So let's just draw this out again. Do it a wee bit bigger. It's going to be a bit more awkward to do now. Okay, and it starts at 1 and -1, but instead of it taking 90 degrees for it just to get down to here, in that time it will have gone down and to here. So it's done. So that's where it would have been really at 180 degrees. It would have been at -1, but it's now at 90. Likewise, it will complete its cycle. It will complete its cycle in 180 degrees instead of 360 degrees. And then just continue that on along. There's 270. And this just back up, and that's 360. So y is equal to cos of 2x has been drawn. Okay, there's another part to this question, but I'm going to look at the transformation question for the tan. So if you don't want to see beyond that, that's fine. But before we do that, it says this period of this graph. The period of the graph is just the length of time it takes for it to get back to the start. So there it is, back to the start in 180 degrees. Okay, and this question we'll do in a wee minute, but we want to look at the tan graph. So sketch a graph of y is equal to tan 3x. Again, start by looking at your tan graph, and it's a wee bit different. This one, the range is 0 to 180. So your tan graph looks like this. At 90 degrees, there's a vertical line, an asymptote where it will never actually reach, and then 180. So it looks like this, very roughly, and then that's what it looks like on the other side. So there you have 90 degrees and 180 degrees. And notice there's no upper values because the tan graph really goes up to infinity and down to infinity. Okay, so sketch, that's what your y is equal to. Tan of 3x looked like. The next thing we've got to do is, that's what y is equal to tan of x looked like, I should have said. Then y is equal to tan of 3x. What does it look like? So if this one was your f of x, then this thing would be equal to f of 3x. So it's actually being stretched in horizontally, scale factor equal to 1/3. So it goes, instead of there being an asymptote at 90, there's going to be an asymptote then at 30. And then it would have been, for this graph over here, there would have been another one here at 270. So divide 270 by 3. 270 divided by 3 gives you another one at 90 degrees. And then the next one would have been 270 plus 180. So it would have been 450, and that divides by 3. That gives you 150 would be the next one. So it's very tricky that. So 150. And then the last thing, that's going to every 30 degrees, that's going to take you up to, next one's going to go up to 180. Right, so there we have it. We're going to have that. And then it'll start down here again, come up again, start down here again, space that one out a wee bit, and come up again, and then there we have it to 180. Okay, so that's what you would have for that graph. So that's your tan of 3x. So it's a fairly tricky graph to do. The period of this graph is just, again, the length of time for it to repeat itself. That graph repeats itself there for the whole tan x graph. Tan, the period of just your regular tan x graph would be equal to 180. It would repeat itself after 180. So the period of tan of 3x would be 3 times smaller than that. So it would be 60 degrees. Every 60 degrees, it would repeat itself. Okay, right, let's go back to these questions and solving the equations. To do these ones, you want to do your basic angle. So your BA, how you get your basic angle is you do cos to the minus 1/2. And if you do cos to the minus 1/2, so shift and cos of 0.5, and you get 60 degrees. And then also notice the range, because this angle is 2x, our range doubles, so it's 2x is less than or equal to 720, which means you do your cast diagram. I just mark on the 0, to be honest. I don't mark on anything else. C-A-S-T, if I could spell, C-A-S-T. And cos is positive, so it goes in here or it goes in here. So 60 degrees and 60 degrees. The first angle I come to is 2x equals 60. The next one is 60 short of 360, so 300. And then just go round again. So add 60 to both of those, or 360 to both of those, sorry, I should say. That's 420 and 760. And then divide those all by 2, 30 degrees, 150 degrees, 210 degrees, and 760 degrees. Divided by 2 is just going to be our 380 degrees. So there's your 480. That's okay. There's a mistake in this one. Why is there a mistake? What have I done wrong? Because that's wrong. Right, folks, it's very good that I've made this mistake. Why this is wrong then? It's not in my original range. So look at this one, it's not in my original range, so I've made a mistake here. What have I done? Oh, 300 plus 60 should have been, silly, but that was good that I've done that. So folks, always just check your thing. So 360 plus 300 is going to be 660, not quite awake here, 660. And then divide that by 2, you'll get 330. And now they're all in my range. So just check that all your angles are in your range. If they're not, you've probably made a silly mistake, as I've demonstrated beautifully. Okay, last one, slightly different question. It says, solve the equation, sine of 3x equals root 3 cos of 3x. Now, normally I would be telling you, always bring everything to one side and put it equal to 0, because sometimes you lose equations. But in this one, this is one of the rare cases where you can do nothing else but divide through both sides by cos 3x. So here, if we just write that down, we divide both sides by cos of 3x is equal to then, that's just going to be root 3 cos of 3x divided by cos of 3x. That's just going to be tan of 3x is equal to root 3. And then we're on to our basic angle thing. So basic angle, just do shift and tan of root of 3. And if you press equals, oh, got 60 degrees again. And that was on, remember, it was 0 is less than or equal to x is less than or equal to 180. So in this case, it multiply this thing by 3, you get 0 is less than 3x. And 180 times 3. 180 times 3 is just going to be 540 degrees. Okay, so you do your cast diagram, C, A, S, and T. Tan is positive here or here. So your 60 degrees goes there. I'll just put my 0 in, my 0, my 60 in as well. So my first angle I come to, I get 3x is equal to 60. The next one, that would be 180 plus 60, 240. And then we're going to go round again, all the way around to here. So what's that going to be? That's going to be 360 plus another 60, which is going to be 420 degrees. And then this would be 180 plus 360. This is now 540. That's as far as we need to go. And then divide them all by 3. You'll get 20 degrees. You'll get 80 degrees. And the 420 divided by 3 is 140 degrees. And notice these are all within the original range. So to me it looks pretty good. I think I've done that one correctly.